Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Skyblock, number 7. And today, big plans, we're gonna venture into the Nether, and we spend a wee bit of time here at the start, try to figure out which way we should really be walking forward. So this could have been the end, but we chose right. And yeah, we just decided to expand the platform out and definitely block off the side that we don't want to be using. And of course I could just leave this open and just expand the platform, but I find that just blocking off one side just means that you're constantly only gonna come out on the one side when you re-enter the portal. So yeah, just spend most of the day before and the night before farming up the cobblestone. And of course we did find the island locations, which was the first time I've ever seen this book, and it reveals the coordinates of all the different island, so which is basically what we will need to get to the end. And of course the end's still a long time away, but it's good to have and know that, yeah, we're probably going to have to start switching on coordinates soon. As you can see, the mob farm is working and we're starting to get a lot of string and lots of different materials. So yeah, day 184 was spent mostly farming up more cobblestone for building out, hopefully. God damn it. Yeah, gotta get this in. Replace the block. There we go. And yeah, so we're basically going to spend all the time farming up the materials we need to eventually extend out and make a zombie piglin farm. And of course we're going to eventually mine up all this, I think basalt. That's the nether portal was spawned on. Now I'm not sure what island I want to go for first. I was thinking we would maybe venture at the Soul Sand Valley, because definitely we could use some soul sand for, I mean, things like bubble elevators and loads of other things we can use it for. But mainly the bubble elevators. I mean, not gonna lie, because when I decide to build underneath the base, and we head down, definitely it's gonna be handy having a bubble elevator for coming back up, and not having to traverse the water stream all the time, which is a slow process and it's just added risk. And of course I could spend the materials just building some sort of column around the water stream so that we didn't die, or just use ladders once I had built a pillar down. And yeah, more and more cobblestone. And of course I'm just gonna go for a standard platform where all the zombie piglins can see us, and we'll just anger them and hopefully we'll just like this spawner here, we'll just have some sort of slot where we can kill them from. So yeah, most of day 185 is just spent farming away for the materials needed, and I think I'm going to make it 3 or 4 maybe levels and layers, and we can have some sort of way for them to drop down in the middle and all gather on the bottom platform, so of course we can increase our rate. And yeah, and we did decide that we were going to keep these zombie villagers here, because now that the gold farm's going to essentially be running soon, we will need to look into curing the villagers and getting the mobs, the villager breeder, and then eventually the iron farm on the go. So yeah. And of course, once we get the iron farm, having iron tools is just going to speed up that process so much. And now that we are collecting up all the cobblestone, we can hopefully have the farm built in maybe a couple days. I definitely want to get the base layer down, and hopefully we can maybe get some sort of killing platform area together, and we can even just get a couple drops while we're waiting on building more and more. So yeah, I did have a lot of hassle trying to get this chicken back in, and I decided he was just going to be a free roam chicken. So these 3 guys, I don't know where the other 2 appeared from, but yeah, I think they've just kind of spawned out of the hut as they've been breeding. They've managed to somehow cram so much that I think they're just kind of spawning outside, potentially. Or the other thing could be that they are just wild chickens, because that seems to be the only thing that seems to spawn at the moment. So we'll resume the video back at day 187. I hope you guys have been enjoying watching the series so far. I know this is a lot slower than most Minecraft series, but just kind of wanted to give you a guide on how I go about making things. And I mean, most of these have came from watching tutorials on YouTube, and I mean there's a lot of great guys on Bedrock like GC Plays and other folk that put up tutorial videos pretty much every other week on different mob farms, XP farms, but not a lot of people I find on Bedrock play Skyblock. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to give a tutorial video on creating bases in the above the void and any tips and tricks that can give you guys any helpers. Or so basically I just wanted to double check that after sleeping through the night or mining through the night that our zombie villagers were still there and they haven't despawned. Of course, we're going to have to make some boats to keep them permanently, but I think for the time being we'll just focus on getting this platform built. Oh, hello. And oh, okay. Well, there's a good thing there's a door on my base. So yeah, let's just go for it. And we'll start by counting out how many blocks that we require. So I believe where I left it was about 15 blocks from the edge of the obsidian platform. So we're just going to take this out another couple blocks, and I think we shall start making the platform about here. And of course I'm so used to the nether being obviously a normal skyblock. There'll be caves and lava falls and different textures with the black stone and obsidian, well, not obsidian, but other different basalt and other things. But the nether in this one is, well, I don't even see any other islands at the moment, so I'm believing they've got to be quite a distance out. And obviously I'll try to do a little bit more research on whereabout and what things we can acquire through the nether, but for the time being I think getting the gold farm up and running and eventually having enough gold to make golden apples to cure the villagers is the main goal for the time being. And I have to say it was very disorientating just pillaring into the void when everything was just bright red everywhere. I mean, you're used to having the sky background at least kind of cut off from the void, gives you some sort of reference where up and down is. So, but of course in the nether everything is just red, or definitely in this version of Skyblock. And I could have probably used full stones here, which in hindsight probably would have been more efficient, but I ended up going for making lots of slabs and then just doubling them up, because I wasn't sure originally if I wanted to have it like start it lower down and then work my way up, so that when you come out to the portal you would basically come over to the main layer, like the middle layer, out of the 4 or 5 layers that we're planning on building. But I definitely find that using slabs and doubling up, if you're not making too big a platform, is just as efficient, if not more efficient, than using full blocks. Because of course you're getting more slabs out of the full block, but then I think you're using the same amount of blocks at the end of the day because you're having to double up the slabs. So we kind of just started with the slabs and we're going to kind of go with it. course being very careful at the edges to make sure we don't fall into the nether. As not that Brung would have been able to bring it anyway, but I don't think you would be able to water clutch. As of course you can't use water in the nether. So if you fall when you're out in the void here, yep, there's pretty much no hope. And of course it has been a total of around 41, yeah, I think 41 Minecraft days since we first started the world. And I know that other tutorials that I've seen and watched on Skyblock seem to be the challenge of 100 hours and what they've achieved. But I never really know if they mean in real life hours or Minecraft hours. I have a feeling they mean in real hours. When you see some of the structures that these guys managed to pull off. So yeah, almost completed the base layer here. And we'll just double up everything that you can see on the lower platforms. And hopefully, once we have a sort of wall placement at the other side, we can yeah, we can start farming for gold. We end up needing to get a little bit more cobblestone. Where's you think you're going, pal? No. Oi. Oi. Mate, you wanna... Yeah, you wanna go back to your gaff? You know, for there? Don't make me do it, bro. Yeah, that's what I thought. So yeah, we're just gonna gather up a wee bit more resources. And I think we'll just pretty much turn the stone that we have into slabs. The remaining stone. And I think we need to look into maybe not using this cobblestone generator, but definitely creating a new cobblestone generator that will be a sort of having this idea of making it like a cube, different layers, slices that will, when the lava pours out from above, it will touch the water and create the cobblestone. And of course you can just stack the layers, so we could potentially have, I don't know, I think the radius for mining with your pickaxe is about 4 or 5 blocks. So yeah, we could definitely be mining up 5 at a time rather than just our standard one every 2 seconds or 5 seconds, it feels like sometimes, especially when half of it burns up to the lava. So I'm thinking I might have to kill this guy. For the time being, I'm just going to put a crafter here and finish up this bit of the portal. And I think we'll just kind of create a sort of space where we can see out, or potentially just branch out from this main platform if we need to go left or right. And where are you off to again? You're gonna go, no. God damn it. Ah well. So I think we shall make these a little bit safer and just get a couple of railings on the go. Of course you could use walls, but I find that slabs are just as efficient and just easier and cheaper to make. And I find they kind of give off a nice design if you maybe do like 3 or 4 sort of railings along, or decide to like match 2 railings with one middle central railing. You can get some quite cool designs, especially when you incorporate them with actual railings. So yeah, I think we'll just make it a little bit wider, and we'll have some sort of pillars and a wall here with an area where we can somehow see them and attack them. And maybe we will see about creating some sort of door or a bit where we can get in to access to the farm, so we can maybe just quickly hit one with a bow and arrow, sort of like a trapdoor window. We can shoot one, anger them, and then we'll all run to this central wall. And I should be able to, I think that's the middle one, right about there. Yeah. So I should be able to slice them if I don't block this bit. So one here, something like that. And we'll just finish off the platform. And I think that's pretty much all we've got time for this episode, guys. But hope you're still enjoying watching, and hopefully we'll have this thing built in the next episode and get the gold on the go. So yeah, it's been great, and I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.